software based though. All you had to do is hold up like a
You
colored
need an
glove.
iToy though.
Yeah, but the extension for what I think you're talking about,
Yeah.
it was mostly software. It was new software in the game.
That battle game that they showed at last
I
year's
don't know.
E3?
Like you could say workout DVD, but it does have a game element to it that will make it a little bit more fun. I think it all depends on the pricing, because then you can track your stats, you can track your weight loss, says how much you weigh, it says your body whatever
Your
index,
BMI.
body mass index. It's not going to be the most fun game, but the brain training games are there to brain training wasn't that fun, but it's just interesting to see it. Yourself improve and.
We were
Graphics
talking
can be
to
fun.
somebody yesterday.
You buy a Wii and you get a fitness center with it?
You don't get a fitness center with it. It's an option.
It's an optional
if they
add-on
shoved it
even.
on top of the Wii, then it might be a problem. But it's an option. Why are you complaining about an option?
Because I would never use it. I don't.
Okay.
I buy my game systems to play games on. I don't buy my game systems to find out what my freaking body mass index is.
The problem here is the trend that every single time Nintendo comes out with something new, you're forced to say only a portion of the people are going to want this. They have absolutely nothing that's coming out for the Wii. I mean, right down to the controller. They have nothing that's coming out that's satisfying a large market share.
Smash Brothers,
I think
No.
Mario.
Smash Brothers is the #1 selling game on GameCube.
Metroid.
It's not out for Wii yet, right?
No, not
Right.
yet.
It will be the #1 selling
I
game.
would be
again.
interesting to see how they incorporate the Wii mode into that.
They have already said it's an option, and they're probably going to go back to you can use the GameCube controller if you want.
Good.
Because they know that it's not that type of game, and that the Wii remote's not going to be perfect for every type of game. So even with Resident Evil 4, you had the option, if you do not like the Wii controls, you can use a GameCube controller with it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your Wii fixed yet?
I haven't sent it out yet. I haven't bothered.
I remember
Just enough to
Because
play
you're not
other than
playing
Resident
it?
Evil. Yeah, I don't know.
I remember
I recently bought a Waybright for $25, so now I really want to get it fixed. But
Go ahead, Sean.
I remember a few years ago reading an article with one of the designers of the GameCube, and he flat out said, "No, in the future, every controller you're ever going to see is going to be just like the way we made the GameCube."
Really?
And I mean,
yeah, but I mean,
wow, yeah,
everybody's-
they all look like the GameCube controller now, don't they? With the ugly
everybody
three
says that
sticks.
though. Like you got to have some confidence in your controller, and whether you want to admit it or not, the GameCube controller, with the exception of like the huge, if they had made the face buttons a little more common sense, to have like a giant A button, which was Nintendo's thing of making it, it was supposed to be the main button to make it easy to access for everybody, but it was really comfortable.
And then moving the C stick into 4 buttons that you had to, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it.
If it could have been refined a little bit, maybe had like the Z button make more sense, because I swear to God, every game, even 4 years later, you're playing a game, it's like, press the Z button, you're like, Z button, oh, that thing that I forgot
you
about.
never use it.
The one piece of hardware that they did announce that actually I was like, yeah, that's cool, and I could see myself using it was that Wii Zapper.
Looks okay.
It's
Oh, like a Nintendo NES Zapper?
well, no, it's like you take your nunchuck and your Wiimote, and it's like a
casing.
casing so that you can hold it like a gun.
Neat.
And
Yeah,
so for your first person shooters and stuff like that, it's actually got 2 handles on it, and you can use your analog, and then you've got your triggers and stuff.
Now, what do we need to back that up, though? Games that actually use it.
Resident
Well,
Evil.
right now Resident Evil
Umbrella
4, and I'm sure
They'll probably put a point blank on there at one point or something.
that new Resident Evil, the
Umbrella Chronicles?
yeah, which is it's a shooter. It's like a on
That doesn't
rails
look.
shooter.
Everyone's saying it looks interesting, but that just screams dead aim for me.
It screams time cop to me. I mean, you're on rails. You don't actually move. You
Well, yeah, that's
basically-
they had Resident Evil Dead Aim. They had a game like that, and it was terrible, and got like 3.0 reviews out of 10. So
yeah. So we'll see.
didn't play it, but I.
But the Zapper looks cool. I mean, if they can implement a few more games that
Duck Hunt?
actually use that.
Bring it back.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and buy a $270 machine to play Duck Hunt.
Oh,
Yep.
you can't just people. I hate people who say stuff like that. It's
Why?
like, okay, say you have something like I don't know, Gauntlet on Xbox Live Arcade. If that comes out for the Xbox, are you going to say I'm not going to go out and buy a $500 Xbox to play Gauntlet? No,
Yes, I will
it's an
say that.
addition. It's an addition to it. It's not a system seller. It's something that you put on top.
That's
It's
maybe
cherry
that's the
on.
problem
It's
yet,
cherry
though.
on the sundae, Ryan.
Maybe the problem yet is that the Wii has no system seller, so everything is the reason so
Well,
far.
I think it has plenty of system sellers, considering the fact that it's the #1 selling console right now. It's not
No,
system seller
I-
for. It's not system seller for the hardcore, but you know what? Wii Sports has sold plenty of systems as it is.
I
System
don't
seller
think Wii
isn't
Sports sold the systems.
System seller isn't defined by the hardcore like this.
But the question is, are those people buying it for Wii Sports, or are they buying it because it's half the price of the other systems? The question I have asked many, many times is I wonder how many Wiis are sitting on a shelf not being played. And I bet the number is excruciatingly high. I bet software developers for the Wii are going to be very, very disappointed with their sales, because people are like, oh yeah, I've got a Wii, but I'm not going to buy the game because, you know,
it's the number one selling console. There's no doubt about it. Their install base is still
growing rapidly.
It is
They're going to pass
growing.
Microsoft by the end of the year.
If they can continue on this pace, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Like, I mean, I always point to GameCube. Look at GameCube. GameCube was almost the same way. GameCube sold fantastic for a long time, and then you couldn't sell one. I mean, I guess it's really going to depend on what software titles come out over the next little while.
The big knock I have against Nintendo this time around is that they're really keeping their online, close to the hip, and that like the only third-party company that has online play is EA, and it's not because EA is the only company that's tried. People have been interviewed, and they've said, why doesn't this Wii game coming out have online play? And they said Nintendo won't give away that code on how to do it.
Yep.
They won't let them.
Yep. Well,
so
EA's
why would
EA.
you not? Why would you not let
exactly.
them add stuff and sell more systems?
Yep. It's going to, I'm sure, hit a bottleneck somewhere where online components of games are going to be the publishers are going to have to kick and scream, and maybe eventually Nintendo will sort of make it open to all the developers. But right now, yeah, I agree. Their lack of online play and their lack of games for the hardcore gamers, guys like. Not that I would classify myself as a hardcore gamer. I unfortunately don't have a lot of time to play games these days, but I don't want to play Wii Fit and Wii Sports and mini games, and I want games like Two Human and Gears of War. And well, I mean, I'd play Smash Brothers. I'd probably play Mario Kart,
Link.
I'd play Zelda, but beyond that, I mean, more freaking mini games. Just what we need.
Exactly.
Although they didn't announce any new, other than Wii Fit, they didn't really announce any new minigame compilations by Nintendo. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah, well.
They had to pull one back.
Which one?
One of my topics
Mario Party
is
8.
Mario Party 8 has been recalled
What?
in
Europe.
In
What?
certain points of Europe because of the word spastic. And it happened in Brain Age 2. The word spastic is used if you do something stupid. Say spastic, I mean, it's nothing to us. It's just a simple little insult or something like that. But apparently, in certain areas in the UK and such, spastic is an insult used to describe people with not cystic fibrosis, but
I don't know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
One of the diseases that's
muscular dystrophy.
yeah,
or
one of
something
those.
like
I
that,
can't remember what. But yeah, anyways, apparently it's just like poofster. If you had poofster here, nobody has a clue what the hell it is, but over there, that's how
like
you describe
a derogatory term
for a gay person. Right. But anyways, yeah, the word spastic, so they've had to recall all the ones from...
Wow.
And it's the second time they had to do it with Brain Age, and now they've had to do it with Mario Party 8.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. But no, that's, I mean, outside of, Reggie and his usual song and dance.
I'm happy.
I work for the best company in the world. Here's what we're doing. We're selling... Nintendo's always been famous for...
Keeping quiet about the numbers unless they're going in their favor.